Have you ever wondered how to make elephant toothpaste at home? This is a fun and foamy science experiment that creates a chemical reaction, producing a large amount of foam when hydrogen peroxide breaks down into oxygen and water. It's called elephant toothpaste because the foam, trapped by the soap that's added to the mixture, forms a thick column of bubbles that looks like toothpaste, suitable for an elephant. There are two main methods to create this fascinating reaction, each with their own ingredients and steps. The first method uses concentrated hydrogen peroxide and potassium iodide. It's important to note that this method requires more caution and safety precautions, as it produces a faster and larger reaction. You'll need 30% hydrogen peroxide, potassium iodide or sodium iodide, liquid dishwashing detergent, water, and optional food coloring. You'll also need a large graduated cylinder or Erlenmeyer flask and a tray or tarp to catch the foam. Firstly, always remember safety first. Put on your safety goggles and gloves. Next, prepare a saturated solution of potassium iodide or sodium iodide in water. Dissolve about a tablespoon of the dry chemical in about 4 ounces of water. Stir until no more solid dissolves. Set your cylinder or flask in a tray or on a tarp. Pour about 2 ounces of the 30% hydrogen peroxide into the tube, followed by a squirt of dishwashing liquid. Add a few drops of food coloring if you want colored foam. Swirl the liquids to mix them. When ready, pour about 1 tablespoon of the iodide solution into the tube and stand back. A large amount of foam will shoot out of the tube, so make sure you have enough space and protection. The second method uses diluted hydrogen peroxide and yeast. This method is safer and easier to do at home, but it produces a smaller and slower reaction. For this method, you'll need 3% hydrogen peroxide, active dry yeast, warm water, liquid dishwashing detergent, and optional food coloring. You'll also need an empty plastic bottle and a tray or tarp to catch the foam. First, mix about a tablespoon of yeast with about a 1/4 cup of warm water. Stir well, and let it sit for a few minutes. In the plastic bottle, pour about 1/2 cup of the 3% hydrogen peroxide. Add a squirt of dishwashing liquid to the bottle. Add a few drops of food coloring if desired. Swirl the liquids to mix them. When ready, pour the yeast solution into the bottle, quickly put the cap on, shake the bottle gently, then remove the cap. A small amount of foam will come out of the bottle, so place it in a tray or on a tarp. With both methods, the foam produced is mostly water and soap with some oxygen bubbles. The container will feel warm because the reaction is exothermic, meaning it releases heat. So, there you have it, a step-by-step guide to making elephant toothpaste at home. Always remember, safety first and have fun exploring the fascinating world of science.